Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my precious pack, and welcome back once more to VEGA Conflict. My Ryan is still in construction. I'm going to be going to sleep here fairly quick but I still wanted to get out the other video that I did mention. The order of the videos is just being reversed, though. Instead of the Orion being the first video, it's going to be this. And this is the one covering the general crafting and stuff like that came up with Tier 8 that when we transitioned from Tier 7 to Tier 8, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't like about it, such as the defense change. When it came to the RPS system, the Pharmacon had a built-in counter to all of their defenses against the Umbral. When we step up to Tier 8, that just completely disappears and is locked behind something that isn't even viable. Because all you have to do is be attacked by an opponent that's using a mixed combat fleet, well, a mixed fitting fleet of specialized damage and regular damage, and you can't resist it because of how they set Tier 8 up. So the thought process that went into that, I don't know what the development team was thinking, but I'm not going to comment any further on it because I find it actually annoying. And the same is with the Altarian. Again, they went from a defense that was just extremely good, with the exception of the drawback, to something that was just average in every regard, and it has the same issue that the Pharmacon one has. It has no specialized damage resistance until you get the reusable items, but when you get the reusable items, you only get to specialize against a single damage type, and it doesn't really give you anything over the reusable item level 3 value, so you don't get increased defense or anything like that. It's just you specialize against a certain damage type. So, poor choice by the development team to go down that path. Now, on to the weapons. Every Tier 7 weapon, well, a vast majority of them, especially released later in the season, we were allowed to create the specialized damage versions of them for specific factions. So, plasma tick cannon and stuff like that, depending on which faction made the weapon, which ship it was released with, we were allowed to craft credit items for them, depending on the blueprint level. They removed that with Tier 8, and again, they went with the same system they went with for the defenses, where level 3 was a reusable item, level 4 was a reusable item, but it had specialized damage. And it's something, again, I don't exactly agree with. And then there was the change to the crafting system for ships themselves, and what had happened was at Mark IV, all previous ships, with the exception of cruisers, gained an additional weapon slot, and I think battle cruisers are included in the list with cruisers because they don't gain the additional weapon slot. But we got the additional weapon slot at Mark IV. They moved it behind Elite under the guise of saying that it was it was to make it so you had a reason to strive for an Elite ship, and, well, anyone that had played the game for long enough already knew that you would only strive for an Elite ship if you needed additional cargo space or sector speed. That was about it. And the change was to try and encourage people to get to Elite. Well, in my eyes, it wasn't really worth it because it was a change that wasn't necessary. But that's going to be it for now. I need to get some rest, and I wanted to bring this up as a general discussion that we could bring up and talk about today, while I wait until tomorrow to release the video for the Ryan, because I'm going to pick it up, start playtesting, yada yada yada. But, time to end it. The general idea is that the crafting system for Tier 8 was poorly thought through, and it was all too similar, and Tier 8, in my eyes, thus far, the Vector was the first major ship I had fun with. They failed with Tier 8 in my eyes because they made them all so similar that it doesn't feel like they're individual factions. Instead, it feels as if they are all the same faction, just with a few different traits, which isn't what they should have gone for. But that's it, everybody. Be safe out there, my pack. Happy hunting, and as always, I'll see you later.